Hi everyone, this is my Standard PvP build update from to this pet, Horns of the Reach, and I made some changes on my last build, and I was using Chakra and Silence, but I I I I have some issues with birds and sustain, so I made some changes and I'm tested it out on duels, and it's pretty awesome, the sustain and the damage. So I will show you guys some of this stuff. And this is my stat unbuffed, and I'm 0 gil, so I have the health buff and on both, so this is my buff. Yeah, this is my fully buff. And this is my back bar. Alright, let's go. First of all, I'm using werewolf hide, and this is very strong set from this path, because you get ultimate, and then 4 pieces bonus is pretty good as well. So I'm using 5 pieces werewolf hide, Jerry and sword and belt. So, and my second set is Citadel Crest. This set is pretty good because when you do melee damage, you apply major defile to the enemy for 5 seconds, reducing their healing, saving, and health recovery by 30%. This effect can occur once every 5 seconds. So when you are fighting with someone, you always applying major defile on the target. So this reduces a lot of the healing and saving, so they can heal. So it's pretty awesome. And besides, I'm using charged sword, which increases the chance to apply status effect by 100%. And I'm using disease damage. With this means I'm have 100% to apply this disease status effect, which reduces apply minor defile on the target. So they reduces the healing, saving, and health recovery by 15%. So when I use this and I'm using this set together, I reduce the healing, saving, and health recovery by 45%. So this is pretty good because this new pet, everyone is stacking resources like a lot of magic and a lot of stamina. So people will have a lot of resources, but they can't heal because you will apply major defile and minor defile then. So it's a pretty good set. So you guys can see I don't have a lot of stamina here, so because I don't need really, and I have a big pool of health, okay, which is really awesome. And for decay, after the nerfs on the helping hands and battle horror, you don't need to stack stamina. So because it will not help you. So what I'm using here is blood spawn. I'm using blood spawn, you guys know. And with blood spawn and werewolf hide, you always get ultimate so fast. So it's fucking annoying because you always have ultimate. You are fighting and you cast this and you buff yourself when you need, and you get back to fight and attack. And always when you are in danger, you are in problem, you can cast this spell wall and buff yourself, heal, and you will be fine. And when you apply Major Defile and people can heal you and you have your automation, use Take Flight and Executant here, and it's pretty awesome. It's pretty easy too, and you never get out of sustain. You don't need Stam recovery on this build because you always have ultimate, so you can spam ultimate and get resources so fast. Alright, I will show you now a little bit more of my equips. I'm using weapon damage Gillips. I'm using 6 heavy and one medium. Almost all impenetrable. Only the head is sturdy, and I'm using Battle Axe because of bleeding. Of course, bleeding is too strong, and it's wearing burning and Battle Axe 200. So now I'm gonna show you guys my skills. I'm using Pierce Armor because it's pretty good, and reducing physical resistance and spell resistance is so cool. Heroic Slash with combined with Werewolf Hide and Blood Spawn, you have ultimate, you have damage, you have snare. This skill is so good. And Ignore Shields give you stamina back, give you shield is good as well. Vigor, your main heal here. You always cast Vigor first and Ignore Shields because major meaning. Fossilize, and pretty good to see. For me, is the best, better than Reversing Bash and Spell Wall. And back bar, I'm using Take Fly was ultimate, or I'm using this to execute targets. Use this, and after I cast Executioner, and probably you get the kill on the target. I Stampede because it's snare. You can run Critical Rush, but I prefer Stampede because of snare, of course. Flames of Oblivion. This is awesome skill because you gain major purpose and major savagery, and this is a good burst because you cast one time and you will do damage 3 times, each for 5 seconds. So it's pretty good because you cast one time and you fight and do damage to see, and this skill will attack the target alone. So you can do nothing. So every time you buff yourself, and this skill will do everything for you. So this is my skill. Now let's go for champion points, and I'm using Iron Cloud. Reduces your damage taken against direct damage, and resistance, increase your critical resistance. Now I'm using Harden, Elemental Defender, Chick Skinned, nothing here. Warlord, reduce the cost of break free. Patient Focus is only to not spend points wasteless. So Tenacity increase the magic and stamina for the charger heavy attacks restored. Pretty good. Tumbling Shadow War, because you block a lot with this build, is very important, so keep that in mind. Here, Master at Arms, because this is pretty OP. This increase your damage done with light and heavy attacks, and you do a lot of heavy attacks in this build, so it's important to put some points here. Mighty, Piercing, and Precision Strikes to increase your healing and your critical. So now what I'm using right now, I'm using the Astronaut Mundus, but I will switch to Thief because critical is very important. So I'm using Astronaut because I'm switching with PvE build, so I'm using Astronaut because my PvE build. So I will change right now because I will take a break on PvP to get the skins and the achievements of the new dungeons. So that's it. This is my build. If you have some questions, you can ask to me, and I hope you guys enjoy. And if you guys wanna try this build, I think it is worth. The sets will, some chats deal it's easy to farm, like Blood Spawn and Serial Crest. So I hope you guys enjoy this build. Alright, thanks guys, see you later.